Well, welcome everybody, Smithy here, welcome to another episode of Minecraft Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Today we've got a very special episode. We are showcasing a excellent new Isla Nublar. Wow. Do you remember this? Do you remember this from the movie behind me? Remember the helicopter? We are at the needle point of Isla Nublar, as you can see, and this is a map by Everything Jurassic Park, and this guy is superb. He has spent hours making this map, and we're going to show you around some of the sites. This map is based on the 1993 Jurassic Park Isla Nublar and also 1993 Telltale Games Jurassic Park, where both storylines went concurrently with each other. So there's some extra special things on this map which we're going to show you. Now this map is completely plain, e.g. there are no buildings on it yet, and we're going to use it for some of our Jurassic Park builds. So what I'm going to do is first of all I'm going to show you what this map is actually based on. So here you go, here's the map that this world is based on. It was made on the original Jurassic Park Legacy site, and sadly that site disappeared forever this week, but luckily for me I was able to get it before it went. But here is the map, and this map is based on the Jurassic Park novel and also the Jurassic Park game by Telltale Games that came out as well, which has the storyline going in tandem with the Jurassic Park novel, in the where the Barbasol canister goes, and about Biosyn trying to steal the dinosaur embryos that Nerdy had stolen originally before he got killed. So there we go. So here, let's have a quick closer look then. As we can come over here. The map has a legend with it. You can still download it from other sites, and you can see that it's got all the known roads based on a number of different maps that were put together, and it also, as you say, it's got different things across it. So some of the things that we want to show you is got the dinosaur paddocks, and there are slightly variations. It's also got like the visitor centre, safari lodge, restrooms, airstrip, because there was an airstrip over this side of the island, although it's shown in yellow there, and the visitor dock, which was here at the northeast of the island, and we'll be going there later to show you that. And we got main gate. We got the Boneshaker, which was the where in the Jurassic Park Telltale Games where they went on the roller coaster and got chased. So some of those things are here. We have also got the Pteranodon Aviary Jungle Cruise, Marine Facility, Water Treatment Centre, which is over here. Herosaurus Holding Pen. So there's different things. And you can see a helipad. Now, some conjecture about the helipad. This is where it's featured on most maps here, and that is extraordinary when we go and have a look at it. And there's some notes here as well, Dr. Laura Sorkin's lab. So there's new stuff you may not be aware of. So there is the map, and it's slightly, well, it's quite a lot different from the modern map with different rivers and stuff. So let's go and have a look at the map, and we're going to give you a tour of the various locations that you can find on the map. So let's go head over there and start going around. So we start with the needle, and as you know, the helicopter flies in across the needle. There's a video on this on Everything Jurassic's YouTube channel, and you can go and take a look at it. But he has spent a lot of time based on the real life place, using 3D mapping and using the map to actually create the valley where the helicopter flies up into the Isla Nublar. It is really, really good. It's really impressive. To do a flyby. There's a little bit of water there, I think, and then it comes out into the island itself. Now what happens is when you make maps, these waterfalls can go away, so all you have to do with this, if you're very clever, is put a block in there and re-allow the water to come out, because sometimes it sort of runs straight down if you don't want it that wide. And as you can see, when we come out of here, you can come to the first feature of this map. This map features every road available to go on the map, and it literally follows the map using World Painter and you can follow the roads around the map. Now this map is ginormous. It is a full-size 1-to-1 replica of Isla Nublar with the roads, and this is, funny enough, this goes down to where the docks are. Sorry, where on the new Isla Nublar 2015, where the ferry is, which was quite a bit different. It didn't have all these rivers here, so you can see it really has stuck to that original map. And there's this, I think that's the sea entrance over here, is it? Have I gone the right way? It's probably not. There's the sea entrance over here. So that has changed quite a bit compared with the 2015 map for Jurassic World, but he has kept everything as it is per those original maps based on the books. So there you go. That's it. So obviously realise now that he's put the valley point down at the southern tip of Isla Nublar, so we've got like a long way to go north. So first of all, what we're going to do is head to where the visitor centre is. So let's go and head over there. But before we get to the visitor centre, if you remember, there was a scene where they came across the lake with all the dinosaurs walking round. Well, here it is. Yes, I've got to try and get the pinpoint exactly where the pictures were taken from, but you can imagine the big dinos walking across the lake. So it's like welcome to Jurassic Park. It's all been recreated painstakingly. That's quite a deep hole down there. If you went down there, that's funny. But the lake has been created. This is where they stopped with the jeeps, and Mr. Grant first saw the first dinosaurs. So excellent job there. Right, we will now go to the visitor centre area. So here we go by the visitor centre, and you can see here we have got the lake and we got the roads all the way around it, but no visitor centre yet. That's because I want to put the visitor centre in and make some alterations to the one that I used earlier on in the series. But it's all here, and the roads are here, and the visitor centre actually sits there on that side of the lake, and it was where the jeeps come round at the front of the lake, so it's going to fit in there quite nicely when we go. So literally over here is the raptor paddock. If we just carry on over here and round to left, there's a beautiful space for that raptor paddock that we built in the last episode, and what you'll find is he's made really good landscapes, and I'll show you what I mean. When you get to the raptor paddock, you can imagine the mountains behind, which are really, really cool. So for those of you who've studied it, and I know some of you have, here is the Raptor paddock site, which is, again, it's close by to the visitor centre, but look, you can see it ready to take the Raptor paddock on, which will be pretty cool because I'm going to port it right in. But the one big thing is, and we've got to put some trees in, you've got this classic rock face behind, and it really does look like the movie itself and where the Raptor paddock is in. So I'm really looking forward putting that Raptor paddock in here, and then also fitting in the other things. So again, wherever you go to the particular builds, he has done the mountains and everything nearby exactly how they are, and taken a lot of time and care and attention in that, and they all literally fit on the map. And you can see from this video, if you actually look up where on the right hand side where I've got the mini map, you can see the coordinates, which are pretty cool, and the map's there. So like you say, that's there. So next up where we're going to go is, let's go where we should have gone earlier, which is the helipad. So here is the helipad. This is absolutely brilliant, and I know Everything Jurassic Park has actually created his helipad on the map because he was posting some pictures on his Twitter. I will put his YouTube channel, his Twitter, and the link to his Planet Minecraft in the description. But look at this. I cannot wait to put the little landing pad down here. Looks absolutely awesome. Again, a lot of time and effort has been spent on this particular map. We haven't got the waterfall coming all the way down. That's the fact of the map, the way it works. We can actually make changes to that, and because you can see where the water should come down over this particular area up here, but you will see when we turn around that it does look absolutely awesome. It's one of my favourite parts of the park. And again, what happens is, remember, they get in the Jeep and start going out through the park in the Jeeps towards their first viewing, and literally there is a gate to go in the park, and I think I'm going to end up putting that It's not very far around the corner where the gate is, so I think I'm going to have to put the gate in here. So I've got it all planned out. Again, you can see all these trees have been put in, and all the pathways, you can literally follow them as if you were driving around, although they're obviously not as flat as they should be, but pretty cool, and it literally goes out towards the park. And this part looks pretty cool in the dark and with sunsets, and there's different lakes and things as you go around, so the scenery is pretty brilliant and dramatic in places. Right, let's get it back to daylight and we shall go off to one of the famous scenes. So do we recognise this from Jurassic Park? It's a famous Gallimimus running scene, and where TRex comes and takes out one of the Gallimimus, and they're running down the valley. This again is really brilliant. I really like it, and I haven't had the picture up to see how close it is to the real thing, but you can see he has got the sides of the valley absolutely spot on, with these bumps all the way along. Now I'm not sure whether it's mapped to the original landscape where it's filmed, but it looks pretty damn awesome, really impressive. And I think the tree trunks and that are sort of down here, and then they're able to run into the trees down the end here. So it does look pretty awesome, pretty impressive landscape that is. And if you just carry on across here, we get to what I call the, it looks like Paracephalophus, and a place called Broken Eggshells, which I have to go back and have a look what that is. But you literally come across this land, and then you come into what I think is where the Brachiosaurus herd is, across here. And here we go, we've got these clearings that have been made in the island. In fact, that might be the a different one. There's actually several clearings around here where he's made clearings in the actual landscape, which is pretty cool because you can set up some like reserves. This is quite big, and it goes over here, and there's another paddock over this way as well, so it looks pretty good. And this is where, out by where the Brachiosaurus herds are supposed to be kept, in the big pens, which have got like plains like that, an area. So pretty cool. Right, let's go and show you something different again. Now here is the Boneshaker, or where we're going to build the Jurassic Park roller coaster. This is literally as you've seen it in the Telltale games with the wards. Remember, they had to sort of get down the roller coaster and go around it. So he has built the particular mountain here, which isn't very far away from the visitor centre, and he's done the landscape accordingly. So I can't wait to have a go at that. I think it's just literally, again, it's done to a pretty good scale, as all the builds are on this particular map. So you could have fun doing the roller coaster map there. And when I tweeted this last night, someone said, "What is that?" Well, it's actually classed as Nina's story from the Telltale games. And funny enough, I've played it, but I can't remember it. But I know for a fact that on the map, that road should carry on through there. It does, in fact it doesn't, because literally there should be a tunnel over there. That's in fact, there's the hillside over there. So the road should just go to that hillside, and then literally there's a tunnel which carries on through that mountain there. So I'm sorry I couldn't exactly say that, but I wanted to show it you because it's pretty damn good. It's like a viewpoint rock, and I'll have to go back to the game to find out exactly what that is. If I made a mistake, then never mind, because it's only one. But again, it's particularly built for that particular scene, which I'll have to go back and have a look at. Right, okay, let's go and have a look at the North Dock. So here is the North Dock. Here's what it looks like now on Minecraft before it's actually built, and luckily I've got a picture of the North Block, so there you go, you should be able to see it on the screen now. Exactly the same location where basically the old visitors, where the visitors used to come onto the island, and it's got visitor roads there, so that's quite interesting. We haven't shown you the East Dock yet, that's elsewhere, but that's the basic North Dock, which again has been created exactly as per the Telltale Games particularly map. Right, now we're going to head for one of the ultimate locations on Jurassic Park 1993, and can you guess what it is? So with a landscape like that, do you know where we are? You've got to remember it, one of the most famous scenes from Jurassic Park, which is the dinosaur T-Rex enclosure compound with the fantastic mountains behind. Now there's no compound here, this is before the compound's built, but he has spent a painstaking time, and it's the first one that I have seen is exactly right in terms of landscape. We've got this massive vista of mountains at the rear of this, and he's actually created exactly the area. Now that is the actual T-Rex tunnel, where the tunnel goes through the mountain. This road is slightly it's slightly on the map, but I think it goes over there. But literally speaking, you've got, and it's got to be flat, so at the moment it's not flat, but that's World Painter. So that's the tunnel, and here is where the fence will come round, arching round. And if you remember rightly, T-Rex and the goat would be here. T-Rex was standing here, and what everybody was having trouble with is how did the car go over the edge? Well, it was the fact there was this big ravine here. It naturally stopped the T-Rex going past this point, and if you remember, the fence went down here into the side by the tunnel. The tunnel goes off for a long way through the mountains that way. It literally goes off through the park and underneath, which is quite interesting itself, because it was there a facility nearby in the mountains, which is quite interesting. So absolutely spot on. It's exactly what I want to do, is build this. It's probably one of my next builds coming up, and I want to get it right, and this is exactly right. It needs a bit more engineering, i.e. this was really steep, and there's the cliff wall here where the vehicle went down, and some trees, but we'll get it right, and the goats will be here, and we'll have to redo the road. Remember, the roads are put on the map and they're not 100% right, but you can play with the landscape. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Look at those mountains, absolutely fantastic. So we've got another day. So what's next? Shall we head out to... So we're at the scene of Neds Death. Yes, interestingly enough, there's quite a lot of roads around here. It's amazing why he got lost. You remember, he was heading for the East Dock, and the East Dock is literally over here, and he missed the turning for it. There's no dock here at all yet, so we haven't built it. There was a little island there as well up there by that, so he missed the turn in, ended up crashing his Jeep, and ended up, the Dilophosaurus were free as well, weren't they? So he ended up being gotted by the Dilophosaurus. So here is the little area with the hill in it, and you actually can carry on and go through, interestingly enough. It's a little tunnel that literally went through that. Why there were so many roads here, I'll never know. But that is where Neds Death is. Now we're going to have to do a bit of fun, and we're going to have to do a bit of, literally, we have to do a bit of engineering here with the forest to make it a bit thicker, because of it not as thick as it should be. So, but we can do something with that, and we can import a Jeep as well, because we got somebody's built the Jurassic Park Jeep, so we can sort of set that team up. So it's really cool. So there you go, there's Neds Death. So what have we got left? Well, we've got a couple of things left to show you, and that is it. So let's go and head somewhere else. So here we're at the very north of the island, and we're at where the Geo Thermal Plant is, and where the power plant is. Up north, really north, there's some more mountains. Down Chopper is over there, but I wanted to show you, I'm on 32 blocks here, 32 chunks, because the landscape is tremendous. As you can see, it's quite slow graphics, but we got our maximum chunk. So the mountainous region is fantastic, so it gives you a lot of scope, which has been put in, so it's really, really cool. I don't know where I'm going to put the lake and the geothermal plant. I'm not exactly sure where it is and where we're going to build it with this landscape, but the landscape looks pretty cool and pretty interesting as it goes. Now there is a valley here, maybe we can do something with that. It's sort of over this area, maybe we can have a natural occurring walls. The sort of geothermal place, the big volcano, is there as such, which looks again pretty cool as it goes. Maybe we can do something in here, we're not sure. I'm going to have a look at it, where exactly it is, where we can fill water in. So that's definitely a long time future project to do that, but the volcano is here. It may be the fact that we can just sort of put water in and make it work, but the actual geothermal place is here, and even though it was done in concept art and it was listed in the book, it was never actually shown in the movie. But I wanted to show you some of the fantastic area. There is Dr. Laura Sorkin's lab up north there as well, but I haven't done anything with that, and we've got a few other things. So I just wanted to give you a basic view of the best things on the island. There are a number of other things that you can find, but they are super cool, and it's taken many months to create this map. So I thought we'd finished off back here, which is one of my favourite pits, and yeah, definitely this map is highly recommended. I actually say this is the most detailed Isla Nublar 1993 map that's out there, and he's actually made it for you to download. So if you head over to his planetminecraft.com site, you'll be able to download. Be wary though, it is 2.5 gig. So when I do builds on this island, I will not be making the island available. He has made it available, you can go there. I will make the areas available. So like when I build the helipad here, I will make this particularly mountain available once I've built the helipad. So I would say great thank you to Everything Jurassic Park. Go and follow him. He has done one fantastic job, and in fact, interestingly enough, I wouldn't mind him building Isla Sorna, and he might actually have a crack at it because he's had all the maps of Isla Sorna. So all I say to everybody is thank you very much for watching. Get ready in future for some Jurassic Park builds. I've already started, but they will be mixed in with further Jurassic World builds, and of course Jurassic Outpost, and of course a new thing which is going to be introduced to the series is Biosyn as well. So we're going to have sort of a space race in dinosaur genetics on the go, basically looking at the 4 areas. So thank you very much indeed for watching, guys and girls. Please like, please sub, and please share, and go and support the maps maker, Everything Jurassic Park. Thank you very much to you. Bye bye for now, and join me next time. Bye bye.